the life they deserve and desire. And the accent is really on creation, because I truly believe that we all can really create. You can use another word, we can manifest, right? You see this word everywhere. I really believe we all can manifest and create the life of our dreams. So I am here today. If you have never seen my life, the way these lives go is we're gonna wait another 5-7 minutes, and then we're gonna jump into a topic. I have about 20 minutes. I'll share with you today's topic and we can all learn from it. So today I'm going to be talking about how to manifest the life of your dreams. And probably this word you heard it everywhere. There's many things. So many people use this word right now abundantly. Manifestation, manifesting, and all this really is, I think, because it's such a buzzword right now, many people feel that is too much, is overused. So I'll use another word. I use the word creation, because there's two ways that you live your life. Either you follow whatever is available, whatever is given to you, or you create the life of your dreams. And if you have seen me before, if you know my lives, if you had any connection to my content, I'd love you to double tap the screen. When you double tap the screen, you're simply giving me likes, and that gives me a sense of the feeling if you have seen me before. And I want to ask you, how is it that you feel today? Right, I can see likes coming, so I can see many people that have seen me before, and I'm very excited for you guys to return, and I hope I don't disappoint. And you have a broadcast, yes, here on TikTok. I do lives almost every other day, and I'm super excited. Aziz, thank you so much. And all topics are user 992. Please stop spamming. I'm just gonna mute you for a little bit. Because this is a life for people who want to grow, who want to create the life of their dreams, who have growth mindset, who want to achieve more in their life. And if this is not the life for you, that's totally fine. Just scroll up, and I'm sure you can find much more entertaining videos for yourself. So this is a life for people who want to grow, for people who want more in life, who want to learn how to improve, to feel more happy. Adil, thank you so much. To feel really growth and contribution to other people's lives. And today I will talk about my favorite topic. I'll be talking about how you can create, how you can manifest. So either create or manifest the life of your dreams. So I can see that Creativity has a question. Creativity 2567. Hey everyone, I'm very happy that you are here. Thank you so much for the rose. I really appreciate it. And I'd like to ask you, what would your dream life look like? So whatever the circumstances are in your life, it doesn't matter. Like, even if you are at a low point in your life, or things are doing amazing, things are going amazing in your life, I'm very curious, what is it that you would love? Asia, thank you so much. What is it that you'd like more of in your life? How is it that your ideal life looks like? What if you had a magic wand and you could manifest, and I will use that word, you could manifest anything in your life? I'm very curious. What is it that you could possibly have more of in your life? And if this is you, if this is something that you'd love, so I can see that people are already replying. Retire, living in north of France on my own farm, relaxing. Wow, that sounds amazing. Frog My Computer says, I want to be an aerospace engineer. Every door closed in on my face. I'm drained and I don't know what to do. I understand. So your dream life would be to be an aerospace engineer. That sounds amazing. Yusuf says, most of people watching these lives are Arab. I understand that, Yusuf, but even if you're Arab, it doesn't mean you don't have dreams or you don't want to improve your life. I'm not sure what do you mean by that. So manifesting, having my own business, says Creativity 2567. Fantastic. So it's very interesting that for so many different people, Yeah, we have dreams. I'm sure you have. Like, it doesn't matter. So even if you're Arab, then what, right? It's can you speak Arabic? I'm so sorry, guys. I cannot speak Arabic, so this is something that unfortunately I cannot do. How long does it take for my manifestation to be real? Health art, it all depends on your belief. So we're going to be talking about that. We understand English, exactly. You're all humans. There you go. So Yusuf, I don't know what was, maybe he meant something else and it sounded weird, but I'm sure he didn't mean in any offensive way. Of course, everybody has dreams. Some dreams are hard to start, especially in the beginning. Creativity 2567, I hear you. And today we will be talking about that, because manifestation is such a beautiful word, but as with everything else in personal development, in mindset, I think it was overused and people don't really understand how to use it. And because they don't really understand how to use it and what is it, people tend to discard that as something superficial, as something more of a scam, as something that really doesn't work. So manifestation is not good. I am curious. So Q1, I am here to object that, and I'm here to hopefully show my perspective and to show you guys and to explain you how manifestation is really, really amazing, and how you can really manifest anything you desire in your life. And I mean anything, okay? So why us is good from your side. I'm not gonna try to convince you. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to share what I've learned about manifestation, how is it that it reflected in my life. So everything that I'm sharing is based on my personal experience. So that's why, I did the moon water manifestation yesterday. Do you think it will work? Okay, so I'll definitely address that as well. Now, let me ask you this. Do you really believe in manifestation? If you do really believe that you can create the life of your dreams, you can create anything you deserve and desire in your life, please double tap the screen. That's how you'll give me a like, and I will understand. Is manifestation something that you believe? Yes, you believe, says KH. And now let me ask you, how many of you do not believe in manifestation? So I see, oh my God, a flurry of hearts. So many people believe in manifestation. So yeah, I believe. Aziz as well, thank you so much for the rose. So many people I can see that believe in manifestation. So let me ask you this. Do you know what manifestation is? What do you think manifestation is? I'm very curious. Thank you, Fashion, so much. What is it that, thank you R6, what is it that you think manifestation actually is? In your own words, don't worry about the explanation. It's just for us to grasp, because I think manifestation is such an amazing concept, but so many people get it wrong, or they don't understand exactly what it is, and that's why they tend to discard it. And sorry guys, my hair is a bit messy today, but I think it's okay. I manifested a messy hair today. What does it mean? I don't know. What is it? There you go, right? Can you translate? I'm so sorry. Maybe somebody in the chat, could you kindly, if you have time, translate in Arabic some concepts? I would be very grateful, just for our Arabic viewers to understand as well. All right, so let me see. Attracting what you believe. Oh, I love that, R6. Can you tell us, can you advise anyone who sees you studying and then regrets at the wrong time? Yusuf, I'm not sure what you mean by that. What is it? Okay. Manifestation is a letter to the universe about how I want my life. That's beautiful. Says Health Art. 3.85. Hi, how are you? I'm 22 years old and I love to be a billionaire. How can I be? That's a, you know what? That's a bold demand, but you can ask for anything you want. Okay, I translated. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for translating. All right, so we have, I want to manifest my tooth growing back. Okay, that's an interesting perspective, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about how to properly send the intention in order for you to really manifest. Okay, so what I saw a completely different opinions of people really sharing what they think manifestation is, right? So manifestation in its essence is to really bring to life or creating. So manifestation is another word for creating. And when you manifest, manifestation is bringing to life, bringing into your physical life your dreams and your desires. Manifestation is bringing that, what you dreamed of, something that has never maybe happened in your life before, manifesting in your physical life. By default, manifestation is something that has never happened in your life before. So that's what manifestation is, basically creation or realization of your dreams. Now, when we talk about manifestation, many people, the funny thing is, the moment I start talking about manifestation, many people start falling into the extremes. As we saw in some examples, somebody says, I want to be a billionaire. But by the way, that's not an extreme example. I'm pretty sure you have a chance at becoming a billionaire, 100%. Or my tooth growing back, right? So some people tend to fall into this exaggeration box and with some irony and making fun of manifestation. And I don't understand why. Because manifestation is a very, very real, proven thing. And I don't understand why people are... Because, look, you manifest what you put out there. And when you are not... It all depends. So the result of your manifestation, it all depends on how seriously you're taking it. And when I mean seriously, I don't mean how much you think about it. I don't mean how much you overthink about it, because that's not the point. What I mean is how clear and calm and how much you believe in what you're asking, okay? Because when you say, I want to grow my tooth back, for example, which is a bit of an exaggerating example, you probably said that with a bit of an ironic voice. Nothing wrong with that. But when you say, I want to grow a tooth back, you don't really put your full faith and belief into the fact that you're going to manifest that in your life. So you see what I mean? So the step one of manifestation is when you set, or when you say, or when you get clear on what you want to manifest in your life. Make sure that in that moment, you in your body, you are in a state of 100% certainty, right? So if you say, I want to grow my tooth back, do you really believe? Do you really put the intention? Or is your full heart, mind, and soul into that desire? Probably not, because maybe you intended with a humorous side. So if you want to manifest something in your life, make sure that when you set the intention in that very moment, you are purely in that moment. You're not thinking about, oh, I want this, but how is it going to happen? Oh, I want this, but what if this never happens? Oh, I want this, but do I really deserve it? Right? Because the mind tends to play tricks on you when you set the intention for manifestation, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Nothing 20, thank you so much. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Because the mind, you kind of say, well, I want to have, let's say, a house on the lake with a view, right? For example. But then in the back of your mind, immediately what's going to happen, there are another 25 voices chanting, saying, what are you, crazy? You're such an ungrateful thing. You have everything you need right now. Why is it that you want more? Oh my God, what people gonna say? How on earth are you going to achieve that? That's what I mean. So when you set the intention, you have to make sure that you set that intention in a state of being that is completely calm and aligned with that intention. Does it make sense, you guys? I'm very curious. What do you think about that? Because we don't take 100% seriously, because we're not preparing ourselves to be in a positive, aligned, calm, quiet state of mind and state of being, the intention that it's set in itself is not as powerful. So by default, because when you set the intention, you don't fully believe it, How do you expect the universe or anything else, any other forces, any other energy around you to actually help you realize whatever you set your mind to? So, as much as manifestation is a very out there, remote, metaphysical term, it is actually very, very real, because science will tell you, spiritual teachings will tell you, religious will tell you, everybody will tell you that the mind is extremely powerful. So the way the mind works, the thoughts are influencing the energy that you create around you. And it has been measured. Thoughts have energetical field around them. So depending on the quality of the thoughts that you create in your mind, you will influence the people around you. And by default, you influence everything else, that who you attract and what happens in your life. See, in this life, everything we know, and we're learning that everything is energy. And our only job in this life is to learn how to control that energy. And I'll tell you that energy is the energy of your mind, of your thoughts, and the energy of your heart, of your kindness, where kindness, empathy, love, all of those elevated feelings live. So it's the combination, the energy between the energy of your mind and the energy of your heart. So your soul mission in life is to learn how to harness the power, extremely powerful ways of controlling that and using it to your advantage. And the only person and the only thing that stops you is you. How? By not fully believing, not fully preparing yourself to set that intention, align with your mind, removing any kind of fear, align with your heart, and setting that intention with utmost clarity. So this is the basics of manifestation, because when we say creating the life you deserve and desire, people say, yeah, Leo, what do you mean? You know, good for you to say that you have everything figured out, but look at me, I'm in the middle of my mess, whatever is happening in your life. I'm stressed, maybe I lost my job, maybe I'm in a toxic relationship, maybe I started the business and it isn't working. Whatever problem, maybe people around you, your loved ones are sick or unwell, maybe you are sick, right? So people always, whenever I invite them to say, okay, I want you now to focus on creation, I want you to focus on things that you want to manifest in their lives, what people come up with immediately, they would say, well, Leo, but look at all these things that are wrong in my life. Now, I don't invite you to pretend that those things don't exist in your life. Not at all. We're not trying to be ridiculous. We're not trying to be naive or to close our eyes on the reality or on what is. What I'm inviting you when you want to manifest, when you want to create the life you deserve or desire, I don't mean become delusional, but I don't mean ignore what's there for real in your life. What I'm inviting you, just pause for a second. All of those things that are there, they are there. You're focusing on them or you're not, they are there, right? So what I'm inviting you, when you want to start manifesting whatever you desire in your life, pause for a second and stop focusing on all of that. Because that's what people say, but how about this, how about this? Leave it there, don't touch it, it's there anyway. Leave it there for a little bit and literally take your full attention. And at least for half an hour, for 1 hour, for as long as you need time to get clear and to set the intention for what you want to manifest, put it in here. Leave that negative bucket or whatever stressful bucket, leave it there for a little while. It's not going to run away. It's not going to overflow. After 1 hour, you're going to go back. It's going to be right there. Why do you want to bring this bucket always with you in everything? You don't have to. And guess what? Whatever bad things is happening to you or in your life right now, learn not to touch it at least 1-2 hours a day. What do you mean, Leo, learn not to touch it? Don't touch it with your mind. You thinking about it 24/7, you're only growing that negative energy. That's all it's happening. Overthinking is the complete opposite of problem solving. So what I invite you to do, if you really want to become a master manifester and manifest amazing things in your life, learn to control your focus and your attention. And it starts with whatever negative bucket you have happening in your life. Train your mind slowly for at least half an hour, at least 20 minutes, at least 1 hour. Don't touch it. Literally, observe all your unhappiness and all your bad stressors and everything negative in your life. Put it in your bucket, like literally visualize, see a bucket. Say, okay, for the next half an hour, I'm going to take all of this stress, everything. 5 minutes is enough. It's not really enough, my darling, because you need to get very, very clear. So put it in the bucket, put the lid on it, and then literally physically turn your body, say, right, now I'm pretending that on this side is a clean canvas, clean paper, like that. I'm going to pretend that here is a clean paper. And that's my future. This is all the things that I want to create, I want to attract, I want to manifest, I want to work on, I want to develop, I want to grow, I want to learn in order for me to achieve or to get what I want to get. Because listen to this, manifestation is not only esoterical, although most of it is just the belief. It's just that alignment of the trust that things will happen to you. However, when you leave the negative bucket for a second, or anxiety about the future, or fear about the past, or whatever this is, and you say, right, I'm just going to focus on this clean sheet, then things come to you, then you see clearly what you want, and then you're not only thinking about, well, I want to manifest $1 million. You say, cool, yes, I want to manifest $1 million, but then what is it that I want? What kind of person do I want to be when I have this $1 million? Don't say if I have it. No, when I have this $1 million, what kind of person do I want to be? What kind of people do I want to have in my life? How many people will I help when I have this $1 million? So make it so real in your mind. Pretend it already happened. But invite more into this. Invite more into the picture. Think about, again, all the charity you're going to help. Think about all the amazing things you're going to create in your life. How many places you're going to travel, or the lavish hotels you're going to stay into, or even the things that you're going to buy for yourself. The impact, how much money you're going to donate, or how much more you're going to create from there. And all of this I want you to do not when stressors are gone in your life, because guess what? You'll wait for a really long time. Life is a stressful thing if you let it be. No matter what happens, no matter what your situations, there will always be stressors in your life. So the key to start manifesting is not waiting until you have a better period in your life, is right now, in the middle of your mess. I want you to put all the negative in the bucket, close the bucket for half an hour, and focus on what is it that you really want to manifest in your life. Nothing 20. Thank you so much. You got it, you guys? How does that sound? Because the key to manifestation is to understand that it's very practical. It is very practical. There are simple steps that you can follow in order to maximize the potential of your manifestation. It's as simple as that. And it starts with the belief that it's possible. Whoever said in the beginning of this life that they're 20-something and they want to become a billionaire, that's amazing. I really commend you on dreaming that big. It's fantastic. How much do you believe that is possible for you? How much? Sounds mythological. Pan-Arab, it's totally up to you how you perceive it. It's entirely up to you. And again, your belief will make it possible or impossible equally. Because everything that I'm sharing right now is equally possible and impossible. It all depends on the perspective, on the point of view. But tell me this, all of the things that we've created as a civilization so far, we're literally, hopefully within the next 100 years as a civilization, will become a multiplanetary species. We'll fly to Mars, or we're flying to the space. Tell this to people who were lived 2,000 years ago. Our life is more magical and mysterious and absolutely insanely cool compared to people 200 years ago. Who could have thought? So if you think that whatever you're thinking to manifest is crazy, think about imagine if we bring a person from 200 years ago into today's lives. We talk to people by holding a little plate to our face. We have the knowledge of the universe at our fingertips. We talk to people, we see people telepathically on our screens, talking to them through all the communication, Zoom and all of this. Okay? So if you think that whatever you want to manifest in your life is crazy, look around you. See how crazy our life has become compared to even 100 years ago. It's quite insane what we can achieve when we remove the blinders of the mind that tells you that this is impossible. This is impossible. Now, let me ask you this, for everybody who is still holding back and saying, "Nah, Leo, this is all like, I don't believe that. It's just like a fairy tale. It's not true." Tell me this. Give me one reason. Why is it valuable for you to hang on to the belief that something is impossible? My absolute pleasure, Abdul. Give me at least one reason. What's the use in thinking that anything is, because it's impossible? Okay, like what? PQ. So it's impossible. So say it's impossible, and that's because it's impossible, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna think about it. And we're looking into we are poor. Okay. I'm too depressed and anxious these days. I can't think straight and decide anything. Why? Rawa, seek help. I would strongly advise you reach out to a therapist or a psychologist and seek help. Because when you feel depressed, it's nothing different than when you have an infection of the body, infection of the mind, same thing. So if this is how you feel, please go and seek help, as if you would go to the doctor when you know you have an infection in your body. It's the same thing. Okay? So by saying something is impossible, like being rich, so how is that impossible, PQ? I know what's impossible. For now, it's impossible to bring somebody from somebody who dies. That's impossible, right? Some diseases, unfortunately, and still, I believe that pretty much we are able to cure everything. For now, living for eternity is still impossible, but I think that will be solved soon. So what is the value in thinking that something is impossible? And let me tell you why most of the people choose to limit themselves and to say that some things are impossible. So why they do that is not because they truly believe that it's impossible, but number one, they just don't want to do the work, or they are so afraid of being disappointed or to fail that they'd rather never tried. They'd rather never try. They'd rather say, this is impossible. Why should I even try? Because they fear, because of the fear of disappointment, fear of rejection or something like that. Okay? And that it's only your mind, the fear, playing games with what's possible in your life. It's literally playing games with your life, as simple as that. Let me give you an example. So how your mind, by using fear, is holding you in place, holding you from what you really can achieve in your life. So in olden times, in places like India, how people used to train elephants to be obedient. Because we know elephants are massive creatures, massive. They're 10, 20, 30, however many times more powerful and more massive than humans. So the question is, how on earth do people succeed to train these massive animals. And what they do is, you see massive elephants that could crush a human in a heartbeat. Their masters, what they do, they literally have just a rope, and they tie the rope to a pole, and the elephant doesn't move. They abuse them, exactly, but how? They abuse them in their mind. They abuse them in the mind, but how? They control them by fear. So what they do is, when the elephants are small, when they're baby elephants, they tie the elephants with the same rope to a massive pole. So the baby elephant tries to pull away, tries, maybe 100, 1,000 times, tries to escape. It can't, because it's so tightly tied up to the pole. And what happens is, the elephant learns that pulling the rope, escaping, is impossible. The baby elephant learns that no matter how long, how much it pulls the string, it's impossible to break free. And the baby elephant, with time, transforms into the huge, massive elephant. And then the master of the elephant uses the same tiny rope. But now this elephant is 10 times bigger, 10 times more powerful. But because the elephant learned as a baby that the pole is more powerful than him, the elephant never tries again. And what ends up happening? The master goes around the village, ties the elephant to any shabby little tiny pole that looks like a pole, and the elephant never tries to escape. And this condition is called, because they are conditioned, exactly, and this condition is called learned helplessness. The elephant learns that it is helpless, but it is just a thought, just a construct of the elephant's mind. They're highly intelligent. It's a construct of the elephant's mind that holds him in place. Because if the elephant challenges that belief for 1 second, that pole will fly away and the elephant will be free. So as a baby elephant, the elephant learns to be helpless. Right? So that's how we learn through our life, from our experiences, but mainly from other people's words. We learn that we're helpless. But we are not the elephant. Yes, we are in so many ways, Mr. Julian. We are the elephant in so many ways. So many times we tell ourselves we can't do this, it's impossible. Right? Even P saying it's impossible to be rich. Who said, how is this possible? If you set your mind to that, and that's the only goal you have to for the next 10 years, see what happens. See what happens. So we need to relearn about the fear, because what's holding you from really asking from the universe whatever you want, whatever your heart desires, is the fear. What if it's too much? What if I'm too greedy? What if it's never gonna happen? Or what if people are gonna laugh at me? What if? There's all of this, the fear is like, what if? To that, I'm telling you, what if not? Because we always live in this, what if I'm gonna die tomorrow? What if the car is what if I'm gonna run out of money? What if the car is not gonna run you over tomorrow? What if the money, it is going to be abundant? And if you ever find your mind flowing to what if, ask yourself the other question, what if not? What if not? People are not gonna judge me. Because we say, see what I mean? Do you see, this is tiny shift, but completely changes. What if I'm bad? What if you're not bad? Do you ever ask yourself those things? So in order for you to counterbalance, yes, Mr. Ulian, I will accept a guest in 2 minutes. I will start taking guests, as I usually do on these lives. The second half of a live video, what we do, we just go live. We do live coaching. So hang on tight. In a few minutes, whoever sends me requests will bring you up, and I can answer any questions directly. Okay? So to summarize today's live, is manifestation is what is it? Is the power of creating in your physical life whatever you're mind and heart envisions. And that has to start from a place where you put your full 100% trust and belief in the moment when you request this manifestation. And once you requested the manifestation, you envision it, leave it alone. Don't allow your mind to start overthinking, because when the mind starts overthinking, it starts going into that whole fear thing, and it grows into a monster. Okay? And another thing, learn to deal with your fear. Learn to deal with your fear. And uncondition yourself. Zizu, thank you so much. Uncondition yourself from whatever the society, whatever they're imposing on you. All right? So those are a few things, you guys. What is it that you are taking away? So I'm just going to ask you this. So I'm going to read the comments. Please to accept the Arabs, they will make you lose your brain cells. I disagree. I've met some of the most amazing people who are Arabs. It all depends on the people, right? I can't control my emotions. Okay, Chad, this is just a skill. Just like you're learning a language, you can learn how to control your emotions. It's nothing but a skill. There's no mystery to it. All right. Okay, you guys. So I'm very curious, for whoever watched from the beginning, what lessons are you taking away? It's all because we're all conditioned from the childhood. We need to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Wow, that's beautiful. Beautiful, and I totally agree. You're amazing. AKB, you are amazing right back. The elephants, okay. Fantastic, fantastic, amazing, you guys. That's simple. It is simple. It is very simple. Mastering your emotion is a skill. That's all there is. How to develop the skill of controlling our emotions? Ace, it's a simple framework. It's a very, very simple framework. So you need to understand, you need to do some acceptance, you need to understand what emotions, because emotions are nothing but messages from your subconscious. So you need to learn to sit with your emotions, understand the real message of the emotions, and then allow emotions to process and let go. So it's a very simple framework, you guys. So you have to understand one thing: mastering your emotions, changing your mindset, building confidence, whatever you want to do in your mind. It's as simple as a skill. Those are skills. Stop thinking about it as mystery, as impossible, as some people are born with it, some people are not. It's not. None of that. I always say any mindset skill you want to learn. Let me ask you this. If I'm telling you now to go and learn Portuguese, what do you guys do? Some of you are going to hire a teacher. You're going to take one-on-one classes. Some of you are going to buy like audio tapes, whatever, like an online course. Some of you are going to buy some books. Some of you are going to watch movies. You will know, if I'm asking you to learn Portuguese within the next 3 months, you know exactly what you need to do. You're not going to start asking people, oh my God, how do I learn Portuguese? No, you know exactly what to do. You'll find a teacher, you'll find a mentor. It's very simple. So when we talk about mindset, anything, you want to control your emotions, feel more confident, stop feeling anxious, getting more success, triple, quadruple, 10 times more money, more success, more love, it's the same thing. Find a teacher, find a coach, find a psychologist, find some online courses, educate yourself and learn those skills. It's just like learning a language, okay? So don't overthink that. Don't overthink that at all. Thank you so much, Kadir. All right. Thank you so much. How would you keep encouraging yourself if you know you deserve way more than you have in a career? Change it. Yuns, change it. Step out of your comfort zone, right? And don't expect it to be easy. That's another thing. People say, well, until I feel like it. No, you'll never feel like it. And change will always feel hard. Reset your expectations and go for it. As simple as that. All right. Okay. So I can see somebody is requesting. So Mr. Julian, if you are here, what kind of question do you have? All right. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Welcome. I'm sorry I cannot hear you for some reason. So maybe your volume is off.
Can you hear me now?
No, unfortunately, we can't hear you.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yes, let's see. All right. Can we hear you now?
Can you hear me now?
I'm so sorry. Do you guys hear him? Unfortunately, oh, I know. Sorry about that. I had to remove. Yes. Okay. Perfect.
Go.
Per- Perfect. Do you have
You
a
hear me?
question? Yes. Yes. We can hear you.
No, I have an opinion.
Yes.
Maybe my language is not that clear, but I will try. Okay?
Perfect.
Okay. You said manufacture your life. You are just saying the wrong and the right. Okay? But you didn't tell the way. Only that you say uh, you just have to stop overthinking. You have to stop uh, thinking about what if like this. Okay? But the way of that, first of all, you have to know your great value. Sometimes your question, which is in unconscious mind, it's become due to that you don't know your great value. So your unconscious mind is defending that your great value. Due to that things, you cannot go يعني fast.
Wow, I love it. I love it. And I love your perspective. You say that you really have to understand what your self-worth is, what your personal value is, and then ask accordingly. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
I love that. I
And
love that. I think that is extremely powerful. And thank you so much for sharing your opinion because that adds up so much. And I fully agree. 100%.
thank
I love that.
I,
Thank you.
I appreciate your subject, but I have also one point, please.
Yes.
Sometimes we have to know how our mind is work. Our mind naturally it's work about this question: what if this happened to me or not? This is the way of the mind. Our solution is to stop thinking. How we stop thinking? Just we feel the moment. We have to feel the moment, and we have to think in our spirit and mind together. You
I
cannot
love that.
just speak your mind. You know what I
I
mean?
love that so much. I fully agree, 100%. And honestly, you coming on live, you adding so much value. Fully agree.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You are
Bye bye.
amazing. I appreciate your input. You guys, wasn't this amazing? Thank you so much. Thank you. Wasn't this amazing, you guys? So that's what happens when we all come together and amazing people like on and not so much value. You ate, thank you so much. It's great. I love that. All of that is very, very true. So if anybody else would like to jump on live with me, just send me a request, or if you have a question or anything like that, let's make it interactive. Let's make it, because we can grow and learn together. This was really amazing. Indeed, it was how amazing. He just came in and gave us so much depth onto the topic. Good energy. I love that. PQ. So if anybody would want to jump on live, just send me a request and we can grow together. We can do this together. Talk about theta healing. R6, I am not familiar with theta healing. I am not a theta healer. I heard just few things, but what I will say about energy practices, I think they're very powerful. There are many energy practices out there. I really believe everything is energy, and we have to learn how to manipulate and how to control that energy. So if that resonates with you, just go ahead and get curious and learn about it, because only by learning, only by tasting, only by trying will we see if that works or not. To be honest, that's what I would do. That's my perspective. So if anybody has some questions and would like to jump live on me, please by all means jump online. My guest requests are open and you guys can go live with me. All right, good energy. Can you see my question? Trisha can you kindly repeat the question, because I'm not sure. So you guys, I'm going to take just 1 minute and read through the comments, see if there's any questions in the comments. All right, perfect. This guy's respectable. Yes, he is. What do you think about theta healing? This is something that I answered. All right, you guys. So we sometimes have many choices in life. If we will stop thinking, you can miss good opportunity. Okay, Max Sotorian, that's a very good point. Yes, we have a lot of choices and a lot of opportunities in life. UA, thank you so much. Now, when it comes to opportunities, and that's where fear of missing out comes in. So it's all a matter of choices, because in my opinion, opportunities are always available, always there. I don't believe that if you missed an opportunity, it will never come around again, or I don't believe that that was the last train out of the station and you'll never be able to leave your... No, I don't believe that. I think any opportunity can be absolutely amazing. You can transform any opportunity in something unbelievable if you put your full focus in it. So to be honest, there must be a balance between... Thank you, Arif. It must be a balance between always jumping from opportunity to opportunity and just grabbing an opportunity and going full in deeper and really into it, rather than jumping from opportunity to the opportunity. That's just my opinion. And how do I know? Because I personally had like I personally had really struggled with this, with FOMO. So FOMO is what? Fear of missing out. So I was that person who was jumping from opportunity to opportunity, and I ended up, not realizing fully any of them before. So I was doing that out of fear of missing out. So it is what it is. So when you jump from opportunity to opportunity just because you're afraid that you're going to miss out, guess what? You're bringing fear. You're doing it out of fear, and that's not a very good reason to do. So I think there's much more value to choose something and to do it deeply with a lot of intention. Sorry, I'm just doing this to my earring. Okay, my problem is when I go somewhere, I change me. I feel I need to do this. I don't anyone see me weak. Okay, let me try to understand that, Trisha had. My problem is when I go somewhere, I change the way I feel. I need to do this. Okay, so are you afraid to show up as weak? Is that the question? Just to make sure that I understand correctly. What do you think of silence meditation? Thank you, Yuns. I absolutely adore meditation. I think is the one tool, if you were for the rest of your life to practice only one thing for you to have presence of mind, to stop being anxious, to stop being sad about the past, to be kind, to develop all of the heart-brain coherence, like all of the good things, if there will be only one thing for you to do the rest of your life, that would be meditation. There is no words to describe how much I appreciate meditation, how powerful meditation really is for the mind. If you know how people say, oh, if I would have a golden pill, I take the pill and then my life transforms and is amazing. I would say meditation is the closest to that golden pill, to be honest. So Trisha Shah says, you want to go live with me? Just request. So you have the request. Just request, and I would love you to come live with me without a problem. Ignoring feelings makes me crying over the smallest reasons. Of course, AKB, because ignoring the feelings, they don't go anywhere. What happens is when you ignore your feelings, you press them down in your body. They physically stay as an energy in your physical body. That's the thing about emotions. When we ignore them, we push them away, we push them away, we push them away. We don't have a framework, or we don't have a method of processing the emotions and releasing them. Because as I said, emotions are nothing but messages. So if you don't learn to deal with your emotions or to have a clear framework how to deal with that, what's going to happen, okay, let's assume you go on holiday and your work email, when you come back, you have like 300 emails there. So it's cluttered. Similarly, so what you have to do, you have to sit one by one, reading and replying or deleting emails. Emotions are the same thing. Emotions are like emails from your subconscious, are messages. So imagine if you spend 40 years of your life and you never dealt with your emotions, or it's a lot of clutter. You have to go through that. And it accumulates, it accumulates, it accumulates. So you have to learn how to deal with your emotions. All right, so I'm connecting to Shahad. All right,
Hi,
wonderful. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. You?
All right, hold on. Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I can hear you. May I know your name? Because sometimes people have different names.
Yeah, sure. My name is Shahad. It's an
Shahad.
Arabic
Nice to meet
name.
you,
Yes.
Shahad.
Yeah. Okay. Let me explain my problem.
Sure.
Okay. When I go to college, I change my style, my accent, I don't know why. I feel like they see me weak. I feel it. Just no one said to me, but I feel just like that. I don't know why.
So what exactly do you feel, Shahad?
I feel like I broke my walls, my problems. I need to cover it. I don't know.
So you feel like you are not as good as everybody else around you?
Yes, exactly. I feel I'm different. God make me different like them. I'm not success like that.
Okay. And let me ask you this. Who's judging?
No one. I judge myself.
Yeah. And what is this judger saying? The voice in your
I
head, the
have
negative one.
positive energy.
It says you're not good enough. Look at them. They're better than you. Yeah?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, Shahad, and probably it makes you feel terrible. Yeah. I can imagine. So the funny thing is you have no confirmation from the outside world, from other people around you that they actually judge you, but you feel very judged, right?
Yes.
And what we're realizing actually that there is no facts or supporting arguments that other people are actually judging you, but we have a lot of arguments that that voice inside of you is very, very judgmental.
Yes.
And tell me this, Shahad, before you went to university, was that voice there, but maybe a bit more silent? Was it there, right?
Yes, all the time.
All the time. Okay.
Also, in social media, when I see someone's success, someone work hard on himself, any girl, when I see it, I feel like, why her? Why not me? I ask myself like this all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I have.
Shahad,
What?
but let me ask you this. But you know that you're not a jealous person, right?
What? I can't hear you.
You know that you're not a jealous person.
No, I'm not.
You know that you are a kind person.
Yes.
You know that you're a person who loves learning.
Exactly. This is me.
You know
yes.
that you're a person who has so much potential.
Yes.
So then you say, well, this is not who I am. What is happening to me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Shahad, my intuition tells me the way you feel has nothing, zero to do with outside judgment, and has everything to do with that negative voice in your mind. And in coaching, we even have a term for that negative voice in your mind, and we call it the saboteur. So the saboteur is a negative pattern of thinking about how you think about you. And there's like literally two parts of you. One part of you say, hey, I know what I'm worth. I know I'm smart. I know I'm kind. I know I'm loving. Why the hell do I feel jealous? Why do I feel bad when I see other people succeed? And then you feel bad because you feel bad that other people succeed, when you know that you love and you respect and you're so excited for your friends when they're successful. So it's like double layer of guilt there, right?
Yes, I have two voices.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And tell me about the other side. So we heard what the negative one is saying. What is the positive one saying?
say you can do it. It just, just bad day. You can do it. You deserve more. And it keep hard. One day it's like, one day the voice, the positive one win,
Yeah.
and another day the sad one. The oh my god, I have a
Yeah.
lot of personality.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is it.
And you're like, oh my God, am I going crazy? What's going on?
Exactly. I feel like
Yeah.
destructive when I
Yeah.
go, someone talk to me and like in real life, I feel like, oh, I scream, stop.
Yeah.
I have people on my mind talk.
Yeah. 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 Exactly.
Yes.
So Shahad, first of all, thank you so much for being so open and vulnerable. I really appreciate it. I know this
Oh,
is not
thank you for helping me.
it's not an easy. So you're number one. Let me tell you, maybe you did not know, you're a very courageous lady. To come in and openly speak like that vulnerably, you are extremely courageous. Number two, you are almost healed. How do I know? Because you are aware about these voices in your head. Most of the people who experiences this feeling, they have no idea that there are two voices in their head. So you're almost there in healing. Now, let me tell you the third thing. You will feel the worst before you're almost healed. So you probably feel the worst now, but let me tell you, you are almost there. If you just persist a little bit longer, I'll give you some tools for you to practice. You will be forever overpowering and forever winning over the negative voice. So a few things, you're almost there, but right before you're about to heal and completely control that negative voice, you feel the worst.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
So whatever you do after this, you have to keep going. You have to keep challenging that negative voice. Have to, because you're almost healed. Okay. That's number one. Number two, what I want you to do, whenever that negative voice comes out, imagine it as an old person, as an old, ugly, mean creature that sits in a corner. You're not good enough. Look at them, they're better than you. That's what it is. So that's the voice of the fear.
Oh.
That comparison, that you not feeling good enough, that judgment, self-judgment, all there is the voice of the fear. In these moments, what I want you to do when you feel the worst, when you feel that judgment coming up and what's happening, you feel it in your body, right? Maybe your stomach is weird, your palms are sweating, right? You even feel it in your physical body. What in that moment, I say, okay, I hear you, negative voice. You can even give it a name, old witch, whatever you want to call it. I hear you, but I'm done with you. You are in the past. I am done with you. I will no longer, I can hear you, but I will not listen to you because I am done with you. This is who I am. This is the Shahad. This is the real Shahad, who is happy for other people when they succeed, who knows that she will succeed, who knows that she has so much more in you. I can hear you, but I am done listening to you. And another thing, when you're comparing yourself to others, and I have a video about that, it went viral, by the way. What I'm saying is the following. Do not compare your beginning to somebody else's middle, because that's what we're doing. You're comparing yourself with people that have already experienced so much, done so much. You can't do that. You will not compare your friend. Don't compare your beginning to somebody else's middle. The only person from now on, the only thing you're going to compare yourself with from today is with you yesterday. That is the only person, the only thing that you are allowed to from now on to compare yourself to. Make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. But he gave me like, do you remember what happened there? Do you remember? Like this? It gives me something.
You have to learn to let go. It happened in the past, and I still accept and love myself. This happened in the past, and I still love and accept myself. The only thing that's judging is that negative voice. Choose to listen, choose to hear it, but not to listen to it.
Yes. Thank
Let me
you
ask you
so
this,
much.
Shahad.
Yes.
There are people smoking. Do you go smoke?
No.
There are people drinking. Do you go drink? There are people partying. Do you go party? No.
No.
You hear, but you don't listen.
Oh. Yes.
Because it's bad advice.
Okay.
You see
And now
advertisement.
I get it.
See my point?
Yes.
Yes, it happened. But yes, it did. But that doesn't mean it's going to be my future. You have to choose who to listen to, and that is.
I read a book, The Power of Now.
Yeah.
And they have the same points.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope this helps, Shahad.
Yes, thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel like I have the solution now.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
I love it so much. Have an amazing evening, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, you guys. So, wow, I can't believe that it's been almost 1 hour. I'm super grateful for everybody who's been today, and for everybody who's here. Please follow me. You will do me a great favor if you just follow me here just before disconnecting. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you're taking away a lot of things. I hope this is something that stays with you. Whatever you learned today, please share with the people. With the people around you. Yes, I need to help learn Arabic. I'm so sorry. This is something that I don't know at the moment. I will do my best to learn. Thank you so much for being here. Take good care of yourselves. My pleasure, Gaida. And whatever you're taking away, share with your loved ones, share with your family. Please remember to subscribe, to follow, and check out my content. Check out my videos. It's all there. Thank you so much for being here. Sending you much love. Bye-bye.